air, components, and fire triangle. Air. Air is made up of mixture of different gases like oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, methane, and water vapor. If you look here at this diagram, you'll find that nitrogen represents 78% from the volume of air. The second one, second volume for the oxygen, 21%, and the last percent for the other gases, 1%, 1%, included carbon dioxide, water vapor, methane, and other gases. The properties of air: tasteless, odorless, and colorless. Air tasteless because it has no taste. Also odorless because it has no odor, and transparent or has no color. Air has weight, even if this weight is so light because air is gas. Comparing with the liquids and the solids materials, air has weight because it has mass, but this mass is so small, so its weight is so small compared with liquids and gases. Air occupies a space. If you look here at this balloon without air, if you try to blow the air inside the balloon, its volume increase because air occupies the space, so it makes the volume of the balloon increase. Let's talk about the oxygen gases. As we said before, oxygen occupies 21% of the air volume. Oxygen is very important for the respiration process for all living organisms. Also, oxygen is very important for the combustion or burning process. To make a fire, you need three elements. The elements, these three elements are called the fire triangle. So the first element is fuel, which is a flammable material. Second element is oxygen, and the last one is the heat. So the fire triangle consists of three elements: fuel, oxygen, and the heat. All of them together make the fire. In this experiment, we want to prove that oxygen gas is needed for the burning process or the combustion process. First, light two candles. The first one, put one exposed to air and cover the second one with a jar. Observe the two candles and how long they take to go off. Repeat the test to get the reliable results, or to make sure about your results, or to be sure about your results. Use the same type of candle to make the test fair. The observation will be the candle that is covered with the jar will go off quickly. This one that is covered with the jar will go off quickly. The second one will stay without go off, will still light. The explanation is, or the conclusion is, the air or the oxygen inside the air is needed in the combustion process. The explanation is the first one, okay, it surrounds with the oxygen, so it stays in a case of burn. But the second one, when the oxygen inside the jar finished, the candle will put off or stop burn. Fire safety instructions. Conduct expected and unexpected monthly fire drills in which everyone participates. Inspect exists regularly to ensure stairways, doors, and windows are unlocked and working properly. Train students on how to respond to a fire alarm. Know locations of the fire protection system, fire alarm, pull stations, and sprinklers. Number 5, make sure every room has 2 exits. Have a predetermined location where students know to meet once they exist when they exit the building. Train the students that in a case of a fire, they should not try to fight the fire, but get out of the building safely. Number 8, train the students to use the fire extinguishers in a case of fire. How to use a fire extinguisher. Fire blankets, for example, what is the fire blankets and how does it work? A fire blanket is a highly flame resistant blanket that can be used to extinguish a small fire or to wrap around a person in a case of fire. Fire blankets are made from 2 layers of woven glass, fabric, and an inner layer of fire retardant film. They work by cutting off the oxygen supply to the fire. So the fire triangle, the fire blanket aims to cut off the oxygen from the fire so the fire will stop. Also, there's something called fire extinguisher. Of course, you saw it in your school, which is iron cylinders contains carbon dioxide to cover the fire and prevent the oxygen uh, from supplying the fire and stop the fire. This is the end of this revision about air components and the fire train. Thank you for watching.